Hi, Patrick here from Have Cheetah Will View, and me and the Cheetah are here to talk about a new movie that we watched called Death to Metal. All right. Death to Metal is a 2019 release. It was filmed in 2019 and is out on Wild Eye Releasing. I know, we just did Wild Eye Week and we're back again. We can't get enough of the Wild Eye. Death to Metal was written and directed by Tim Connery. Tim Connery is our director, and he is also, the stories is his. He was assisted on the writing of it by Kevin Kulpis. The movie stars Andrew Jessup, Dan Flannery, Grace Mellon, and Alex Stein. And the movie breaks down such as this. We open up the movie with a couple of rednecks who are doing some toxic dumping in a creek. So they're unloading these barrels and they're throwing them down into the river, into the creek, and of course the water's going to get polluted. Then we flash forward and we meet our principals in this movie. First we meet our good friend Zane, played by Alex Stein. He is a lead singer in a band. Speed metal band, Withering Grandma, or no, that was Grandma's Incinerator. Withering Christ is the name of the band. Yeah, that's right. I had to look at my notes there for a second. Withering Christ. So, yeah, but that's speed metal bands though. That's how they call it. They name themselves. A lot of symbolic imagery in those naming of the bands. Well, they're being he's the lead singer, but he is actually getting kicked out of the band. So he leaves the band and he heads to his girlfriend's house for a little comfort, only to find out that she's dropped him the same day. So his day is going from bad to worse, and he goes to his best friend, a girl named Mariah. Mariah is obviously likes Zane a lot more than Zane likes her. You know, he doesn't see her as that romantic type, but she obviously does for him. And so they start talking. Then we meet our other principal, Father Kilburn, who is a fiery young Catholic priest who's given some fire and brimstone homilies, which sort of overwhelms the parish, the parishioners at the time. They go ahead and they talk to Father Brennan and they say, hey, you know, this isn't really cool. So Father Brennan has to take Father Kilburn inside the office and sit there and say, I love your passion, but we think it's misdirected and maybe just a tad bit unhealthy. So we're going to go ahead and recommend you see a psychologist. And also, we're going to go ahead and relieve you of your duties for 3 months. Of course, that sends Father Kilburn down the crazy path. He becomes disillusioned rather quickly with what his walk with God's like, and he gets toasted, and he inadvertently, well, I don't think he meant to, but he did. He kills the custodian, and then he leaves. He's deranged. He's snapped. So he's driving drunk. He crashes his car. He ends up in the creek with all the toxins, which he dies, and then he's resurrected as a super strong, crazed maniac. Think Toxic Avenger with a cassock and a cross. So he gets up to get revenge against all evildoers, including all metalheads. The action all leads to a massive metal show at this local club, and where people and forces are going to collide. The priest is crazy, and he is killing anybody and everybody in his path. And when the music from the metal festival attracts his attention, well, let's just say that hell has come to metal, or death has come to metal. So I'm going to talk about some pros and cons about the film. I liked the movie. I liked it. I mean, it's filmed in Iowa. It's pretty much done by all locals. All the musicians there are all the musicians portrayed in the movie are musicians, including several bands that were local bands that were featured. It's speed metal is not your type of music. You will not like this movie. So if you don't like Slayer or Testament or Sepultura or those type of bands, yeah, you're probably not going to like this too much. But if you are, you will, because there's some kick-ass music being played here. The acting, well, it's from the heart, so I gotta give it that to it. I mean, I'll give it that. They throw themselves into their roles. Um, I thought they did pretty well. Grace Mellon as Mariah and Andrew Jessup as Father Kilburn were the two of the standouts for me. I thought they did the best with the roles they had. I really enjoyed that. Um, the gore is on point. Good gore. Good, doesn't hold back on that. Um, there's a lot of in jokes in this movie too. If you're into any sort of music, if you're into the business, you're gonna get a lot of the fun in jokes that Connery has put in this movie. Very sly, very funny, very witty. Um, uh, there's gratuitous nudity, so there's a few sex scenes. So those who are like that sort of thing, you'll be happy to hear that. Um, Now the cons of the movie. Overall, the acting's not the best. But then again, they're not actors. A lot of the people that we see act, they're musicians. So they're just doing it to help out, to make the movie. They're not actors. They're singers and guitar players and whatnot. So the acting's not the strongest, and that's okay. That can be forgiven. Um, what concerns me about it, and it could be just the screener that I got from that I got to review this movie, but the sound in the last third of the movie is horrible, absolutely terrible. I'm really hoping that this is something that they fixed in post. It's not being released like this because it can't be released like this. You can't hear anything. Um, and the last third, it's really really drowned out. It's like listening to the dialogue with your head stuck in mud. You're not getting it. Like I said, I do hope that it's in post. If it is, this movie will be fun. If it's not, yeah, I don't know. There's a couple of humorous parts to it. The parts where Zane is talking to Mariah about all these different types of bands, and she just, as he starts talking, all she hears is just a wall of sound, and she doesn't know anything about what he's talking about. She's just standing there, just nodding her head. That part is funny. She's just tuned out because she doesn't understand the world. That was really cute. I really like that, and and they have some good, like I said, they have some good. There's a little piece where they go back to a backstory, and Father Brennan, and they go back and they do an animated piece, and that was good too. That was innovative. I like that. So overall, Death and Metal. If the sound is fixed in post, if I just got a bad screener, then the movie, it goes thumbs up. If that is the movie, if that's how it's released, and we'll find out sooner than later, um, yeah, it will sink the movie. That's how important it is. It will sink it. Um, it's not fun trying to watch a movie when you're going like, what, and you can't hear it. So, um, me and the Cheetah, we're scheduled to talk to the director and writer of this film, Tim Connery, on the 30th of November at 2 p.m. I will be putting up a banner for that, interview. Also, I'm not sure when I'm going to be allowed to release this, so I'm going to be putting this on private until I know for sure. All right, this is, like I said, this is one of my very first screeners, so I don't know how the rules go, so to speak. All right, that's it for me and the Cheetah. Death and Metal. Good, fun little local movie from Iowa. Has some bright spots. Hopefully you guys will like it. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Oh, if you like what you hear, hit the button. Hit the sub button. We're only 52 away from 500. I'd like to get there by the end of the year. I don't think I will, but it'd be nice. It'd be really nice. Otherwise, leave a comment and hit the notification bell. All right, talk to you guys soon. Peace. Oh, peace.